Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to do a medical tag, and I think one of my subscribers listed 15 questions that relating to med school and stuff like that I'm going to answer. So let's get started.
Who are you? Name and age.
So my name is Jenny and I am currently 28.
When did you start studying medicine or pre-med courses?
So I started, well, that's hard because I think in high school I took a physiology class, and that's considered a pre-med course because I had to take physiology in med school. But I didn't consider myself pre-med until sophomore year, second year of college. So pre-med is just when you decide that you're going to pursue medicine.
What made you choose the medical field?
What made me choose the medical field? So I guess growing up, I was never really close to my family. And so when I started volunteering at hospitals and when I actually had patient contact, I felt a sense of community and connection with my patients and developed something that I didn't really have at home. So basically it's more of a selfish reason because it fulfilled something in me that I felt that was missing.
How did you come up with your blog name, username?
So my name on YouTube is just Jenny Lee. It's my name. On my other social networks like Instagram and Snapchat is Miss Jenna Lay. I think in college I didn't want to tell people my actual name, so every time we went out I told people my name was Jenna. and then my last name was Lay, and then I just put them together, Jenna Lay. And then also I was applying to med school, so I didn't want med schools to find me. So yeah, that's how my name came about.
How would you describe your blog channel?
Well, I have a blog. Well, it's not my blog, but it started off with 4 of my other classmates, and it's called the Ellensburg Dining Club blog. And it's because we went to Ellensburg one time and we all ate together, and we decided that we're gonna start a blog and keep in touch with each other, telling each other about our rotations, our mistakes, and our experiences, and what resources we used. So I'll link that blog in the description box down below. For my personal YouTube, I think it developed since that. It went from being just communicating with my friends to more of a teaching aspect and more of like a community with you guys and sharing my med school experience and just what I learned and just trying to inspire people to pursue the career of medicine.
What's your favorite quote?
My favorite quote, I think I have 2. The one that I always say is that success is the greatest revenge. I think that's the quote. Success is the greatest revenge. And then the second quote that I always like to use is, well-behaved bitches seldom make history.
Best memory in medical school.
Best memory in medical school. This is so random. I don't know why it sticks out in my brain, but I think after our GI block, my friends and I decided to go to Las Vegas. And then we were all in a pool, and I think we were pretty buzzed, and we were all chanting, Stanley, 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 for him to get back into the pool. I don't know why, it just sticks out in my brain, just because like I have this picture in my bathroom where it's like the 4 of us chanting that. Like Stan took a picture of us, and then the quote is, when there's a will, there's an A. So I see that every day. Maybe that's why it sticks out in my brain.
What's one course you struggled with?
In med school, I would definitely say it would have to be microbiology. Or parasitology. I just can't remember. Like English is already hard for me. And then those words, those microbes, it's just so many different ones. It's so hard to remember.
What's your favorite book?
My favorite book. I think growing up, what started me into reading was actually the Harry Potter series, and I can't pick out my favorite out of the whole series, so I would have to say the whole Harry Potter series is my favorite.
What do you do in your free time?
What do I do in my free time? So recently we've been If you guys know, I'm having a baby soon, so lots of our free time is looking up baby stuff and preparing for the baby, looking for new housing since we're moving for residency. But if it's non-school wise, before I was pregnant, I like to work out a lot. And then other little random projects that I would do is scrapbooking. I don't use like normal scrapbooks anymore, but there's this website called Shutterfly where you can just do everything electronically. So I've been working on my wedding album for a long time now, and it hasn't been finished. But yeah.
What do you want to major or specialize in?
So if you see my previous videos, you guys know that I match family medicine, so that's going to be my specialty. I've also considered doing a fellowship after the 3-year residency in sports medicine.
Who do you look up to?
I would have to say I look up to my dad. He's not in medicine, he's a computer engineer, but he's just so smart at everything he does. He knows like everything I ask him. He even knows like some medicine when he's not in the field. He's very charismatic, he loves his family, and he's hardworking. He has a great work ethic. He's like a good combination of work and play, and so I love that about him.
How do you study productively?
I think everybody, I'm going to make a video on this soon of how I personally studied in med school, and I think this is different for everyone, but I personally study productively when I'm actively studying instead of passively studying. So when you passively study, you're actually just reading something or reading and highlighting something. I would consider, or listening to something, I would consider that passive studying. Active studying is if you're drawing or writing something down, or stopping from your reading and actually asking yourself questions, testing yourself to see if you actually understood what you just read. And so when I'm reading through something, I like to take notes on the side. I like to rewrite all the notes in my own language and draw diagrams, and also take lots and lots of practice tests. Oh, and also, I can't study when there's any sort of noise or like background noise. So I love to have earplugs if I'm out in public studying, or even when I'm home by myself, I put in earplugs sometimes because it puts me in that study space.
How do you stay motivated in medical school?
That's a really tough question. How do you stay motivated in medical school? I think medical school is really tough and it could be draining. I think that you just have to take it one day at a time, one exam at a time, and go from there, because sometimes if you look at the big picture, it can be overwhelming. But if you break it down into steps and different tasks, like how I do in my bullet journal, then I think the task will be easier to conquer.
What are your best tips for future medical students?
So my best tip for pre-medical students is to experience life to the fullest extent. Don't be scared to do something just because you think you might fail, because those failures actually determine who you are as a person. Shadow physicians, volunteer at hospitals, do things that expose yourself to medicine so you know that this is actually the right path that you want to take. Everybody has a different road, and so don't feel that you're required to go down this specific path if you want to pursue medicine. A lot of people ask me if it's okay to get a bachelor's in nursing before going to med school, if it's okay if they're older to go to med school. Yes, those things are fine, because no one goes through the same path towards medicine. And your way is perfectly fine, and your way determines who you are as a person, and that's what sets you apart, and that's what med schools are looking for. Those are all the questions in my medical school tag, and so I would like to tag Jamie from Strive to Fit. I'll list all the questions in the description box. Let her go to her page, let her know. I know she probably answered all these questions before, but it was nice just to have them in one video. Also, you guys should tag your favorite med school YouTubers in the description box. And if you guys are in med school, answer this tag and tag me so I can watch your videos. And that's all I have for today. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Patience that I didn't find at home. Fucker.
I put it on vibrate, I swear. The fuck?
Also, if you guys know anyone else in the medical, or also if you guys know, or, what should I say? Also, you should go,
I was holding it.
also, you should, also, you guys.